Does Vault City have much contact with the outside world? She says, not much. Most contact we have with outsiders is merchants traveling the Big Circle Caravan Trail from Broken Hills, New Reno, and Redding. Only other place outside of the Caravan Trail that I know of is Gecko. Well, tell me about Gecko. She says, a town of ghouls less than a day's travel to the northeast, as I understand it. Rumor has it they prey on any travelers that enter their territory. Best stay away. Thanks for the info. Alright, so we picked up a little quest here. Potentially have somebody who needs some booze and some beer. We've already got most of it. We need five more beers, I believe. It's one of the amenities offices. She says, I'm sorry, can I help you with something? Can I see what you have in stock? Yes. I need this tool. It's for a quest. There we go. Thank you very much. So we now have a tool. She says, say, just so you know, there's a general store in the courtyard outside. You might want to try shopping there. I hear his selection is almost as good as ours. Thanks. She doesn't want me to shop here, because I'm not a citizen. That's what I call subtlety. Okay. Well, this is going to be fun. So this is the maintenance center. And this character has a little connection to one of our companions, Vic. So I'm going to try to read this out loud. We'll see how this goes. She says, what do you... Dad? No, I'm not. I mean, I don't think so. Dad? Valerie, honey, is that you? Where the heck have you been? Still running around the waste, selling shiny junk to tribals? Shiny junk, that is. Ignore her, boss. She doesn't know what she's saying. Val, honey, you see, there was slavers, and... Cut the crap, Dad. Are you still calling everybody you meet boss? I always hated that about you. Valerie, honey, please, let me explain. You see... And that's how we got out of the den. What a load of Brahmin crap. It's the truth! Don't you start. I'm glad Mom isn't here to hear this. What? What happened to your mother? Brain fever. Caught it out in the waste. Probably looking for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Val. I'm just kidding. What? She actually died of radiation poisoning. She drank some of the unfiltered water from the courtyard well. What? Wasn't your fault. She had too many rats running through her system, and for Dr. Troy to save her, she was glowing like a lamp. Don't worry, she was pretty batty after that anyway. Still sorry I didn't get a chance to see her again. No, you aren't. You used to call her the Desert Viper, didn't you? Well, yes, but you shouldn't call your mother the... Why not? It was true. She could be an awful you look like you're done well for yourself and inherited your father's knack for repairing stuff, it seems. Dad, you can barely tie your shoelaces, much less repair anything with moving parts. What the devil you say? Let's ask your boss. Well, he can fix radios and stuff. If you give him all the parts, right? Well, yes. Ah, I knew it. Sloppy. Well, Val, last I saw you, I could barely tell a lug nut from a wrench. Keep it up, Dad, and you'll need a wrench to get my boot out of your butt. Oh, yeah? Well, honey, you better watch it or... Shut up, both of you. This has gone long enough. Now, come on, Vic, let's get going. We'll talk later, Val. Yeah, sure, Dad. What a great relationship. Okay, let's speak to Val, and we'll get some context. Val says, well, if it isn't Dad's boss, did you want something, or are you just gonna stand there gawking like a moron? Whoa, easy. I was just stopping in to see what this place is. She says, it's the maintenance shed for Vault City, or did you just happen to miss the huge sign on the side of the building? No, sorry, I thought this might be a shop of some sort. She says, well, you got the of some sort thing right anyway. Look, did you need something repaired, or did you just want to ask me a bunch of dumb questions? What do you repair here? She says, synthetic alcohol dispensers, radios, firearms, laser turret parts, computer monitors, you name it. When I can get the tools to do my job. Tools? Right now I've got the metal lathe barely working, and my wrench has gone missing again, and my pliers teeth are stripped. Anything I could help with? You? Doubt it. Well, I have a wrench and pair of pliers right here. Conveniently. She says, you do? Yeah. Here you go. She says, thanks. I mean, they're not great, but they'll do. Where did you... never mind. It's not important. Here's a few bucks for your trouble. Maybe you can use those tools to help fix that attitude of yours. She says, yeah, look, I have some work to do. Come back in a day or two, alright? I'll have time to chat then. See you tomorrow then. Okay. So we're done with that for now. We'll come back to Valerie later. What if we go into this amenities office? He says, hello there, stranger. Always a pleasure to see a new face. Name's Randall. I'm the chief amenities officer. Need something? Well, it depends. What is this place? He says, this is the amenities office. Got your typical stock, basic living necessities, some books, how-to manuals, some tools, stim packs, medical supplies, this and that. Sounds great. Can I see what you have in stock? He stops me saying, well, it's hard to break it to you, but I'm only authorized to do transactions with citizens. No offense to you, but it's the rule. You know, you might try Happy Harry's out in the courtyard. Mind if I ask some questions instead? He says, sure, what's on your mind? Do you happen to have a Gek in stock? He says, a Gek? That's a Garden of Eden creation kit. A kind of gray suitcase looking thing, right? I haven't heard anyone mention one of those in, well, since almost forever. Do you have one? He says, hate to break it to you, friend, but we don't have ours anymore. Use it up to make Vault City. Poof! All gone. Oh, well, do you know of any place that might have one? He says, well, here's your problem as I see it. The Gek's an old piece of tech, pre-war tech, in fact. You just can't find them anymore. They were only issued to vaults. Do you know where I could find any other vaults? He says, well, if you had access to our Vault Central computer, you might be able to find some mention of some other vaults. But only citizens are allowed in the vault. Thanks for the info. Okay, so we're piecing it together here. Vault City used their Gek to create Vault City. The original Vault Dwellers of Vault 3? Vault 4? I don't remember the number for this vault. Vault 8? I don't remember. Basically, Vault City used their Gek already. So yeah, there's no chance. But there is the Vault computer that we can access to potentially get the information out of the location. Get the location out of Vault 13. I can't do words right now. Words are hard. Words are tough. We should talk to this shouting man. A wild-eyed man, despite his unkempt hair and scruffy beard, his clothes look clean and well cared for. Okay, let's speak to him. He says, hello, welcome, traveler. Have you heard the word today? And you are? He says, my name, I'm Thomas Moore, preacher of the word and the truth. And what brings you to me today, friend? Do you seek the word? The word. He says, the word, my friend, the word is selfishness. Mix in a slew of arrogance, and what do you have? Vault City, in all its self-righteous slave-trading glory. Amen, brother. He says, it is time. He shouts, it is time to hear the wailing of our kin outside these walls and let them in. We have more than enough to feed and shelter our brothers. We need not be rich when so many are poor. I hear you. Even those who appear the most innocent may deceive a messenger of the word. How do I know that you're a true believer? I am a true believer, brother. How can I prove my devotion? He says, one must be aware of serpents that echo the words of truth, yet shelter falsehood within their heart. Amen, brother. He says, it pleases me to hear that the words have taken seed in your heart. Perhaps our paths will cross again. Perhaps so. Keep the faith, brother. So he's supposed to give me a briefcase at some point. I can't remember what the context of getting said briefcase is, though. But we have 1,420 gold. Money. Dollars. Whatever. We're going to talk about Joshua in the correction center. See what we can do to help. And get him to return home. Get that karma back up. The correction center. Sergeant? I think this is the sergeant. Says, what do you want? Who are you? He says, I'm Citizen Sergeant Stark, outsider. What do you want? What do you do here? He says, I run the correction center, keep outworlders in line, make sure the servants behave, organize patrols, try to protect the city from raiders. Have you heard of a servant named Joshua? Stark says, yeah, he was that one drunk outworlder who struck one of my guards in that brawl in the spittoon. He's over at the servant allocation center getting broken in. It's just down the street. Oh boy. Let me ask about the raiders. He says, yeah, raiders. They've been hitting us pretty hard lately, Browns. Why do you want to know about them? I would like to try to find their base, maybe stop the attacks if I can. He says, what, you some kind of good Samaritan? I don't buy it. Well, I'd like to help if I could. He says, oh yeah, well, tackling this band of raiders may be more than you can handle. I'd still like to try to help. He says, well, I ain't gonna turn down help at this point. You find their base, or even better, wipe them out. Go tell the first citizen. Any idea where these raiders are striking from? He says, I don't know, these raiders don't make much sense, if they are raiders. What do you mean? He says, they've got heavy firepower, expensive firepower. They know military tactics, they stay in formation. They never cross their lines of fire, and they always stop short of breaking through our defenses. Oh, they stop short of breaking through defenses? Stark says, I've seen them do it. The last attack, they disabled a laser turret in the western perimeter. They had a clear shot into the city. Then I saw one of their captains order them to fall back. It makes no sense. Any idea where they're coming from? He says, no, that's the most frustrating part. They keep retreating south. I can't spare any men to go and scout that area. I think the raiders have some native guide that leads them through the southern canyons. What's the deal with the south? There's plenty of places to hide if you don't know where to look. The place is riddled with caves. I could probably find them. He says, go ahead and try. I'm betting the only way they'd let us find them is by giving us a map. Yeah, that's what it takes. Thanks for the info. Okay. Well, I got that side quest. So we need to go to the Servant Allocation Center and get Joshua. There's multiple ways to do this, by the way. Maybe we can convince him that Joshua has a communicable disease, because that's one of the options. I see another Vault City official. Says, yes, what is it? I'm behind on my assignments. What is this building? He says, this is the Servant Assignment Center. Servant Assignment Center? What's that? Citizens who need help with menial tasks come here to have a servant assigned to them for the day. Where do you get these servants? He says, our servants are usually refugees from raider attacks or contractual prisoners who wish to work off their sentence in a productive manner. At the cost of their freedom? He says, you sound a lot like that idiot Moore. Just what Vault City needs. Look, whoever you are, I have work to do, so if you'll kindly remove yourself. All right. I'm looking for a particular servant, Joshua, I believe. Is he here? He says, Joshua. Yes, we have a servant by that name. He was recently transferred from the correction center. Your interest in him is... I suspect he has a contagious disease. You might want to release him before he infects other servants. He says, is that so? Are you aware that each servant is thoroughly checked before being admitted into the allocation center? Well, sir, are you aware of Caedo's syndrome? It doesn't show up on most medical scans, and its symptoms can lie dormant for weeks. He says, that's utter nonsense. Now, if you're quite done with wasting my time with your lies, alright, forget Caedo's syndrome. I'd still like to negotiate for Joshua's release. He says, oh, really? And what makes you think I would release him? A sizable donation to the Servant Allocation Center operating fund, perhaps? He says, donations are indeed welcome to ensure the smooth operation of the center, but it would require a sizable donation before I could release Joshua into your care. How about $750? He says, no, I was thinking more sizable donation. How about $500? How about $750? How about $1,000? He says, well, that's not as much of a donation as I would like, but will do. I shall see to it that this Joshua you have requested is shipped to the courtyard for processing. Let me make the necessary arrangements. Okay. I have 420 money. He says, it is done! Joshua is no longer a servant of Vault City, and he has been moved into the courtyard with the rest of the Outworlders. Very well. I'll go pick him up there then. Oh, this guy's name is Barkus. Mr. Servant Allocation Center Man. Okay. We've done... There's an information center over here. We've gotten quite a bit of info already, though. We know for a fact we need to go into the vault. Check the vault computer at some point. We need to introduce ourselves to the first citizen. I still wonder how wonky it's going to be when I start flashing around those false citizenship papers. So this is the council area, and first citizen Lynette is in here. She'll ask me to do a great many things. See a stern-looking woman with thick glasses wearing a vault jumpsuit. Judging from her bearing, she seems important.
You're wearing a vault suit. I never imagined I would meet an inhabitant of another vault. This Vault 13, where is it located?
Whoa. Well, we just launched right into it, so I'll say, I don't know. Trying to find the vault my ancestor came from. Can you help me?
Oh, now I understand. But what proof do you have that your ancestor was from a vault?
I have the sacred artifacts from the vault dweller, this vault suit, and this holy flask.
A dirty vault suit and a battered canteen? That is your proof? Who knows where you scavenged those relics from? Or who you killed to steal them?
Please look at them again. They are genuine.
Very well. Let me see. These are authentic. Unbelievable. You are a survivor from another vault. Welcome to our city. You must have suffered much in the outside world.
I need to find the vault my people came from.
Perhaps some mention of your vault is in our computer archives.
Well, can we check?
We could check the vault computers. They would probably have the information you seek, but only citizens are allowed to access the archives.
Is there some way I could become a citizen?
You may speak with Proconsul Gregory. He has authority to administer the citizenship test. He can be found in the meeting room down the corridor.
I'll go talk to the proconsul then.
Or there is another way to become a citizen.
Another way? What is it?
Rather than taking the test, you could prove your commitment to the vaults in a more substantial way. As an outsider, you are in a unique position to resolve a difficult situation for us.
What kind of situation?
There's a town, if you could call it that, to the northeast of our city. It is filled with creatures that are polluting the groundwater with dangerous radiation.
How do you know they're poisoning the groundwater?
Those things are operating a damaged atomic power plant. You see, they are immune to radiation. They don't care that they are slowly killing us with their poisons.
I'll take care of the problem. I'll be back when the situation's resolved. Okay. So Lynette, First Citizen Lynette, is not likable in the least. She is the pinnacle of the Vault City elite. But fortunately, Proconsul Gregory, I think that's him actually, the one who administers the test. Let me take it. I was wrong. He says, I'm sorry, can I help you? Who are you? He says, I'm Proconsul Gregory. Is the office you were looking for? Or that's the worst grammar. Is this the office you're looking for? Or, that's what he meant to say. What do you do here? He says, I am the assistant to the first citizen. I schedule her appointments, administer the citizenship test to potential applicants, and update all the lists to the Vault City server. No small task, I assure you. The citizenship test. He says, yes, I am responsible for administering the citizenship test to anyone who wishes to become a citizen of Vault City. What is this test exactly? He says it is a comprehensive exam divided into several parts: advanced mathematics, spatial relations, deductive reasoning, language comprehension. Oh, and there's also a thorough physical examination. Sounds difficult. I'd like to take the test if I can. He says, well, anyone may take the test. I think in your case, however, it would be a waste of time for both of us. Someone of your caliber is simply not citizen material. I'd like to take the test anyway. He says, very well, here are forms 5028, 6112, and the Pip-Boy answer console. Please be sure to fill in each circle completely. Now, if you would take a seat over here. All right. He says, all right, time's up. Let's see your form. Wait! It's just a minute more. Oh, forget it. Here. Gregory looks over the paper. No, that's wrong. That's not right either. Divide by zero error here. To carry the 2. Oh my, your vocabulary is sadly lacking as well, I see. So, he says, well, I regret to inform you that I cannot grant you citizenship at this time. Frankly, you do not seem to have the intelligence necessary to grasp higher mathematics. Maybe another time then. Okay, so I could severely chem myself up and take the citizenship test and pass. Like, just do a whole bunch of mentats. But I think there's a charisma requirement too, if I'm not mistaken. And my charisma is Garbo. I don't know. I have the false papers already, so. Anyway, I wanted to talk to McClure. He says I have to tabulate these lists before I leave. Return in the morning and I will speak to you then. Okay. I doubt I can, yeah. I can't rest here because day passed. It's past 6 p.m. Time for you to return to the courtyard. All right, I'll leave right now. He says, well, I'll just make sure you get to the courtyard safe and sound. Come on, let's go. Okay, let's go. Special thanks to Wasteland Legends Sven and the rest of my patrons on screen now. You can catch future episodes of this playthrough on Wednesdays and Fridays, noon and 10 a.m. Pacific. I'm Caedo Genesis. May you wander the wasteland like you own it.